Thank you very much for staying tuned to SABC News. You're watching SA Today with me, Flo Ledobo. Well, the Inkatha Freedom Party is due to launch its election manifesto today, in a short while, in fact, at the Greyville Racecourse in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. The launch is being held in the run-up to the November local government elections. On the ground in KZN, we have Simphiwe Makhanya as well as Ayanda Mhlongo at the Durban CBD for us, quite close to the Greyville Racecourse. Let's start off with you, Ayanda. A very good afternoon to you. There are some rumours that the party members not in support of Ubab Velenkosi SABC tried to change the programme, to remove him as a keynote speaker and get Buthelezi to, in fact, deliver the manifesto. How true is that? I mean, also, given the fact that the IFP has had to explain over the last couple of weeks why Buthelezi's face remains on the election campaign material. What can you tell us at this time and really what's happening where you are?
A very good afternoon to you, Flo, and good afternoon to our viewers. Well, let me firstly start by saying, Flo, the stage has been set here at the Greyville Racecourse. As you said, in a few hours' time, Inkatha Freedom Party will be launching its manifesto. On what they have said under the slogan, "Trust us," today party leaders are going to be unpacking a people-orientated, solution-driven manifesto. I can tell you now that the leaders of the IFP and its supporters have started to trickle in here to the Greyville Racecourse. Of course, this happens at a time when the country is still observing the lockdown regulations, and so the party has had to cut down the numbers of people that they had been expecting to be here today. And what they have set out in terms of the grounds is that just next to me where I am is going to be the main hall where the manifesto, or the dignitaries rather, are going to be inside, and the main speeches, and just across from where we are is an open space that has been a stage that has been set up, and there's going to be a big screen for an overflow, which will be the overflow venue for the supporters that are expected to come out here. As you've spoken about, Flo, any issues with regards to the program and who is going to be speaking? Of course, the party president, Velenkosi SABC, he is going to be unpacking this 10-point plan, and thereafter there is then going to be that message of support from President Emeritus, the founder of the IFP, Mhlongo Buthelezi. Flo, from the party leaders that we have engaged in since we've been here, they said in terms of their planning and the preparations, there has not been any issues. The program, they held meetings to discuss the program, and everybody within the party was in agreement. Of course, Mhlongo Buthelezi, according to the party, and in fact these are the words that have come from the party president, is that he is still very much and plays a very important role for the party. You'd even possibly have seen in their posters under their slogan, "Trust us," that the picture on the face of Mhlongo Buthelezi still remains, and he is, they have also said that they're going to be asking him to join their campaigns. We will, of course, be speaking to the party leaders, because you raise an important point, though, Flo. I think a lot of people will want to know that many people still have not seen much of the party president, Velenkosi SABC. You know, the posters, the party slogan still has the face of Mhlongo Buthelezi, but we will be catching up with the leaders of the party to further explain this decision that they have taken and why we don't see the face of the party president, Velenkosi SABC. As I said, today, a very, very important day from the party. Today, they make their promises to the electorate. Over the past month since the campaigning started, albeit late, the party has been crisscrossing the province of KwaZulu-Natal, focusing in its strongholds, which are largely in the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. But we've seen they're launching their manifesto here in the Durban centre. We know the 2016 the 2019 national, provincial and national government, their manifesto was launched in Chatsworth, and the party has said that it does not want to be seen as a party that only has a stronghold in the rural areas and the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, and thus its decision to then move into the centre, into the cities. It has said that this time around, particularly here in the eThekwini municipality, that it wants to increase the number of seats that it has in the council already having 10 seats, and the party says that they want to increase their presence here in the eThekwini municipality. And we've seen their leaders in the past weeks moving around. In fact, during the voter registration weekend, party president Nkosini Hlabisa, he spent the first day, the Saturday, here visiting various townships and areas here in the Durban CBD. So in about 2 hours, so 5 o'clock is when the program gets underway here, and the party president will then be unpacking what is it that the party is going to be promising potential voters. They have spoken about clean governance, accountability, that this is the two main points that the party wants to drive, but they've said they've packed it into 10 points. We're also wanting to catch up to them when we speak to the party leaders. Very importantly, I want to find out from them with regards to women. What does their plan, what is the strategy with regards to women and issues affecting women? Also, the numbers of women that are going to be representing the party, their candidates. Young people is another big turning point. How many young people has the IFP fielded in this coming election? We are going to get down to all those issues in a short while when we get an opportunity to speak to party leaders. But of course, I'm not going to be alone today as we deliver to our viewers all that will be happening here at the IFP's manifesto launch. I'm with my colleague Simphiwe Makhanya. He's just outside the main gate. In fact, if my colleague Nati can just show, earlier on today, the IFP also launching its campaign bus. And this bus, it already says, is going to be moving across the country in the last weeks, as the party is going to be campaigning not only here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, but they'll be moving on to other provinces. So without wasting much more time, let's see what is happening where my colleague Simphiwe Makhanya is. Simphiwe, the bus with the supporters of the IFP started earlier on this morning. They've been crisscrossing the city of Durban. You are now with some of the supporters there. What's the mood? What are the supporters of the IFP saying?
Well, indeed, thank you very much there to my colleague Ayanda Mhlongo. We are outside the Greyville Racecourse. This is where the scores of IFP supporters are expected to be, coming in. I can see that quite a handful of them are already outside, trying to find parking for themselves. We have not seen leaders arriving as yet because the program is scheduled to start at 5 o'clock this afternoon. A very crucial political party, Ayanda and Sisflo, in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and also at national level. This party, the IFP, which was formed in 1975, is going to be going head-to-head with the current governing party, especially in the eThekwini Metropolitan Municipality. You recall earlier on that they said they want to take control of that municipality, so they have brought their manifesto launch here in eThekwini Metropolitan. But let us not waste time and try and engage one or two of the supporters who have come here to actually hear what the leadership of the party is promising in terms of the manifesto. And thank you very much for joining us. Where are you coming from? And I see, as a young person attending this manifesto launch, what exactly are your expectations from the party?
Thank you very much. This is Pesihle Shando coming from Ward 81. I'm currently one of the candidates. So I'm expecting a lot of things which IFP is seeking to improve empilweni zabantu abamnyama and empilweni zabantu abasebasha. So one of the things esilindele ukuthi IFP ingayenza ukuthi izonika abantu abasebasha ikhundla kwi leadership. As mina I'm one of those abakhethiwe ukuthi babe ama candidates, which means IFP is willing ukuthi ibeke intsha kwi leadership, of which something that is currently not happening in the country. So there are a lot of things that IFP is willing to improve, and there are a lot of things that IFP is willing to do for abantu abasha, including our programs after no gender-based violence.
I see you are raising the issue of young people taking leadership positions. The IFP has come under, criticism, if you may, from some political parties saying that young people are not given the space to thrive within the party. But besides the issue of involving young people, what other crucial issues do you expect the IFP leadership to address here today?
Other things efana nokuthi IFP is willing to do zonke izinto ezibalekile for abantu abasebasha. As you have mentioned ukuthi IFP have been criticized ngokuthi ayibanika abantu abasebasha ithuba. We have seen abantu abafana nomkhuleko Hlenga, we have seen abantu abafana noNcumala. I am one of those people who have been choosing ukuthi babe khona kwi leadership IFP, even though there are some criticism ukuthi IFP does not give. So there are a lot of things that IFP is willing to give. Nanokuthi khona izinto ezifana nokuthi imsebenzi currently is not being granted for abantu abasebasha. So IFP willing to improve zonke izinto ezifana nalezo.
Baba sibonga kakhulu isikhathi sakho.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's move on to our next guest. Asikubingelele sikwamukele indabeni nawe. Usitshela ukuthi uqhamukapi nokuthi wena njengelungu le-IFP ulindeleni la kubaholi bakho.
Ngilindele kakhulu ukuthi kubaholi bethu ukuthi kube khona ushintsho kubantu abasha. And njengozinga lobugebengu lande kangaka eThekwini nezinto uyiyona njengoba imisebenzi ingekho ingakho izinga lobugebengu lengaka ubona nangendlela imfundo eyiyona esikhatsini samanje ingakho yiyo futhi okwandisa ubugebengu kodwa ngimisela ngokuthi upholi bethu benza ushintsho kunaloku okukhona kulesikhatsini samanje njengomuntu omusha okhethela ukuba abe candidate nami ngiyafisa ukuthi kube khona ewadini la ngikhona kube khona ushintsho.
Sir, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah,
well, there you have it, Flo. Those are some of the voices from party members, I should say, who have come out here to listen to what the leadership of the party has had to say when it comes to tabling the issue of the manifesto. A key issue that is raising the gentleman is saying that young people need to be given, opportunities, job opportunities, because the lack of job opportunities that the young people are currently faced with will actually result in a high, rate of crime. We're expecting the leader of the IFP, that's Mr. Velenkosini Hlabisa, to address specifically those issues as they try also, Flo, to woo the voters, especially the young and first-time voters who are going to be taking part in this very crucial, poll which will happen on the 1st of November. The official program, Flo, is scheduled to start at 1700 this afternoon, and then we will have the official program ending just before 7 o'clock, and then thereafter the unofficial program, which is the musical items, will then kick in. Flo, it's back to you in Johannesburg for now.
That's Simphiwe Makhanya for us at Greyville Racecourse in Durban CBD, as well as Ayanda Mhlongo. We'll certainly be crossing back to them in the next hour as we build up, of course, to that 5 p.m. hour when the IFP is expected then to launch their manifesto. 10-point program will get underway as we expect from 5 p.m. That will be launched by Velenkosini Hlabisa, who is the party president of the IFP, who will be unpacking that manifesto.